You already know who it is, man. It's your boy PoorBoySin. No poll don't stand for poll. Now, by the looks of the title, man, we about to go over the best badges to use. NBA 2K21, next gen, currently right now at this moment. So I appreciate you guys. If you guys like the video, if you're not new, if you is new, you can wait to the end of the video to decide if you want to subscribe or not. So let's jump right into it. I decided that I wanted to play a certain amount of games this year before I did one of these videos, so I'll show you guys my record real quick. You know what I'm saying, how many games I got played, because I can't do one of these videos without, you know what I'm saying, having experience within the game. So my record right now is 325-31. My win percentage is probably like a 92, 93 overall. Just to show you guys real quick, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to make this video about my win percentage, how many wins I got. Just want to show you guys that I have 300 plus games played, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. I feel like I 100% know what I'm talking about. So let's jump right into it. This is my build. I finally got all my badges maxed out. This is my two-way scoring machine. I already did a build video on it if you have not seen yet. So I got 8, 20, 18, and 16. Show you guys my setup real quick. Hall of Fame poster, Hall of Fame slithery. I got gold deep threes, hot zone, hot shot, green machine, stop and pop, Hall of Fame, and then bronze rhythm shooter. I got Hall of Fame handles, Hall of Fame unpluggable, bronze, bailout, bullet passer, diamond, quick first step on gold. And then I have clamps, clutch defender, Hall of Fame, chase down, heart crusher, silver, intimidator, gold, and rim protector, bronze. So let's jump right into it. And first off, let's start off with slithery finisher, one of my favorite finishing badges on NBA 2K. Now let's throw this out there that every badge has an attribute requirement to get the badge or get the badge at a certain tier. So in order to get slithery finisher, Hall of Fame, you need a 94 driving dunk, and to get posterizer Hall of Fame, you need a 92 driving dunk. Now these are the two best finishing badges in the game currently right now. These are really the only two finishing badges that you need to dominate out there on the court. So if you ain't know about slithery finisher, it reduces the chances of you get in contact when going to the hole. So you pretty much slide past anybody, especially on reverse dunks. When you go up, when you playing against people and they do reverse dunks and they slide by you on the baseline, every time it's slithery finisher, every single time. So like I said, one of my favorite badges, posterizer Hall of Fame. You pretty much dunking on everybody in the game currently right now. Giant Slayer, posterizer makes Giant Slayer look weak as hell, you know. So I would suggest going Hall of Fame poster instead of Hall of Fame Giant. I mean, if you got enough finisher badges and you want to double up on the contact dunks, go Hall of Fame poster, Hall of Fame Giant, Hall of Fame slithery. But Giant Slayer is a good badge. I haven't really tested it out like that. I only been testing out posterizer and slithery finisher. Highlight film is a good badge to use. It boosts your team takeover over dunks. So if you're playing with somebody who goes for a lot of alley oops, or if you go for a lot of dunks yourself, you can boost your team takeover with having this badge on. But it's not prominent enough to have on with only 8 finishing badges. I feel like you put this badge on if you got like 12, 15 more finishing badges than what I got right now. Rise Up, I feel like Rise Up is a good badge to use, but it's not prominent enough to put on depending on how many badge upgrades you have. A lot of people use Pro Touch, things like, but currently right now at 2K21 next gen, everybody's pretty much dunking the ball, going up with dunks. So I don't see nobody putting on Pro Touch. Fearless Finisher, they actually took out Relentless Finisher and broke it down. Fearless Finisher converts contact layups now. Acrobat, Lob City Finisher is real good to use as well, but like I said, I really don't feel like you need to have on Lob City Finisher to catch lobs. I catch lobs without it. So out of all these badges, man, posterizer or slithery finisher is the best finishing badges in this category. Not too many prominent finishing badges to use depending on your badge count. Now let's move on to shooting badges. Everybody loves seeing what's the best shooting badges is. If you did not know, deep threes is the new range extender. And if you did not know, as you guys can see, required to unlock Hall of Fame, overall 98. So I got to hit 98 overall to unlock deep threes on Hall of Fame, because you need a 94 three-pointer to unlock this badge on Hall of Fame. Like I said, it's a certain attribute requirement to unlock badges and to get badges at certain tiers. So you need a 94 3-pointer to get this badge, Hall of Fame. Now, Hot Zone Hunter and Green Machine is still the mandatories. You know, you definitely want to put those badges on. If you don't know about Hot Zone Hunter, pretty much if you shoot a jump shot in a hot zone, it'll boost your percentage of the shot, you know what I'm saying, dropping. Green Machine, after you shoot 2 green releases, you know what I'm saying, it increases your chance of continuing to green and increases the shot percentage on your shots. So Green Machine Hall of Fame, Hot Zone Hunter is real good badge to use. I got deep threes on gold when I hit 98 overall. I will be taking off this rhythm shooter and putting it on Deep Threes Hall of Fame. Now, Hot Shot is the best shooting badge, NBA 2K21 next gen right now. If you make your first jump shot, especially if it's a 3-pointer, it'll boost your takeover meter up to you almost have your primary takeover. Now, if you make your first 2 shots with this badge on, you will have takeover instantly. Your primary takeover will be already ready to go, ready to activate. Now, if you make 3 to 4 jump shots in a row, you're going to get your secondary takeover. And if you make 5 to 6, I believe, you will get team takeover with this badge on. Now, if you're running with a teammate and he has on special delivery, and he throws you a flashy pass with this badge on, that's a playmaking badge. So special delivery mixed with hot shot is going to give you takeover faster than what I just broke down. Now, Stop and Pop is a new badge, boosts your shot rating on standstill 3-pointers after dribbling. I've been testing this badge out, using this badge. I feel like it's a good badge. These two right here, Rhythm Shooter and Stop and Pop. But depending on how many badges you have, see, I only have 20 shooting badges right now. Usually some people will go, instead of Stop and Pop, they'll go Deadeye instead and go Deadeye on Hall of Fame. As you can see, I need 97 overall to get Deadeye on Hall of Fame, because you need a 93 3-pointer to get Deadeye on Hall of Fame, and you need a 94 3-pointer to get deep threes on Hall of Fame. So, you know, some people will throw on the Deadeye, put it on Hall of Fame, and then they'll go somewhere else. You know, you probably go, you know, blind or silver or something like that. But this is my setup right now. Blinders is a good badge to use. If you know about crabbing in NBA 2K, you will know that this badge makes crabbing even more OP. Jump shots taken with a defender closing out in peripheral vision will suffer a lower penalty. So if somebody's behind you or on the side of you trying to contest your shot and you have this badge on, plus, if you have Deadeye on, there's not going to be no contest against when it comes to that defender. So I don't have blinders on because I really don't take a lot of crab shots. I don't go for crab shots. Let us know down in the comments if you're a crabbing type of player. But blinders, Deadeye, Hot Shot, Green Machine, Hot Zone, Deep Threes, Stop and Pop, and Rhythm Shooter are real good badges. Then Clutch Shooter is real good as well. If Clutch Shooter still works the same way it has been working in previous years, no matter if you're losing the game or if you're up in the game, when it's late in the game, it'll decrease your shot percentages. So depending on how many badge upgrades you have, throw on that Clutch Shooter, depending on how prominent it is to you. I just been testing out Stop and Pop and Rhythm Shooter, and then these are the 4 mandatory, you know what I'm saying? If you only have 20 shooting badges, bro, I'm definitely going Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame, Hot Shot Hall of Fame, Green Machine Hall of Fame, Deep Threes Hall of Fame, and then potentially after you throw these 4 on, you want to go either Deadeye, Stop and Pop, Rhythm, you know what I'm saying, blinders, depending on how you want to rock. Now, Set Shooter is a real good new badge. Gives a shot boost after standing still before taking a jump shot. This is for spot ups. This is for people who play with ISO players. I love this badge a lot. If you're an ISO player and play with me, I advise you to throw this badge on and never move. You feel me? This is a real good badge, especially for like pro and 5v5 setting, for players that really like are intended to spot up when playing park games out there. So I'm gonna test out Set Shooter when I make a new build, but these are the 4 mandatory: Deep Threes, Hot Zone, Hot Shot, Green Machine. There's a lot of other good badges in here too as well, depending on how many shooting badges you have. Now let's move on to the playmaking badges, because let's talk about this bullet passer first. Don't let nobody tell you you do not need this badge. This is one of the most important badges on NBA 2K21 next gen right now. If you do not have this badge on, your passes are going to be slow, real slow, like stealable slow. Like every time you throw a pass, it's a chance that it might get stolen. So bullet passes is definitely one of the most important badges on NBA 2K21 next gen right now. You got your mandatory dimer, your mandatory quick first step, your mandatory handles for days. Bailout on bronze is still nice. You ain't even got to put bailout on Hall of Fame. Bailout on bronze works just like if it was on Hall of Fame. But if you do put on bailout Hall of Fame, you are never going to turn the ball over, passing out of shots, passing out of layups, passing out of dunks. Now, unpluckable, you know what I'm saying, the usual mandatory. I'm still testing out unpluckable. I've been really using it on Hall of Fame. Haven't really been testing it out. Excuse me. Haven't really been testing it out on silver and bronze like that. Really have just been testing it on Hall of Fame. And then another thing people gotta, because we will talk about it too on the pickpockets and the steals. A lot of people gotta understand when it comes to bump steals, I don't think unpluckable stops bump steals. You know, bump steals usually comes from bad offensive IQ, over dribbling, bad dribbling IQ, etc. When you get the ball stolen from you in the bump steal, it is not unpluckable. So, you know, I kind of get tired of players, you know, complaining about unpluckable. Not too this year, because we didn't have bump steals in last gen. We didn't have bump steals on 2K20. Last time we really had bump steals was on 2K17. So if you getting the ball stolen from you and it's a bump steal, don't blame unpluckable, man. Only blame unpluckable when somebody steals the ball, like actually strips the ball from you. Now, floor general is another mandatory prominent badge depending on what your attribute rating is of your teammates, but everybody should have a high three-pointer this year to where you really don't need floor general out there unless you're playing with somebody who has an 81 three-pointer. You might want to boost it up to about 85. They got an 82, you want to boost it to 86. But in my opinion, everybody should have a high three-pointer to where you do not need floor general in your playmaking setup this year. Now, I wish they would have. So bullet passer was in needle threader on last gen and on 2K20. Bullet passer was in needle threader. A lot of people really didn't realize it or paid attention, so they split it up, took bullet pass out of needle threader and made it its own badge. So you definitely want to throw that on. I haven't really been testing out stop and go, so I can't really give my opinion on stop and go yet. Maybe in a later video. Everybody knows me, I don't play with tight handles, ankle breaker, and space creator, but ankle breaker is mad buffed right now. The ankle breaker animations you get in ankle breaker shots takeover, you can get. Well, not the fall over ones. You definitely need ankle breaker shots takeover to make them fall. But ankle breaker on gold in Hall of Fame is OP right now. I'm not gonna lie. I played against somebody and they had ankle breaker on gold, and they really was just, they had me doing all types of stuff. Twerking on the court and all types of things. So if you are a player that likes to use ankle breaker, definitely put this on over space creator and tight handles. I will test out space creator and tight handles in the soon future, but I played against somebody that had ankle breaker on gold, and that thing was OP. So definitely a good badge this year. Everything else looks, you know, depending on how many badge upgrades you got, really not prominent enough. The special delivery badge, the badge that if you throw a flashy pass to somebody that has hot shot, you guys will get takeover, bro. Team takeover in like 3 to 4 shots, or probably even less than that with this badge and hot shot mixed together. Now, like I said, tight handle, space creator, haven't tested them out, not that prominent depending on how many playmaking badges you got. Break starter, not prominent. Downhill, it's a good badge but not prominent enough if you play threes and pro-am, depending on how many badges you have. Downhill is a good badge as well. And then relay passer, I mean, this is really intended for like 5v5 games. You can even put it on for 3v3, but definitely not for 2v2. Now, those are playmaking badges. Like I said, the mandatory handles for days, quick first step, dimer, unpluckable, bullet passer, you know, and then the bailout. Everything that you see I have on right here is mandatory. So 18 playmaking badges is pretty much like the bar this year. You know, now if you want to, you know, get your other badges like ankle breaker, you're going to definitely have to go over 18. 18 is the bar. Let's move on to the last set of badges, which is the defensive badges. As you guys can see what my setup is currently right now. I have clamps, clutch, defender, intimidator, rim protector, chase down, heart crusher, like I showed you guys before. Clamps is the mandatory, intimidator is the mandatory, rim protector and chase down on bronze at least. I've been testing out heart crusher on silver. I definitely like heart crusher on Hall of Fame, but it depends on how many badges you have. Hot stopper Hall of Fame is OD. You get your takeover real fast. Using this badge gives an additional boost towards takeover progress after making plays on the defensive end. So if you're out there getting shot contests, it will go to your takeover meter, steals, blocks, etc. I think this badge is real good for like 3v3, 5v5. It's a good badge for twos, but you got to think about it when it comes to the twos. You really not really trying to go on defense like that. So depending on how many badges you have jumping on the twos, this badge can be used. But if you don't plan on going on defense like that, man, it's like you might not want to put that badge on when playing twos. That's why I have my setup like this, because I've been playing twos. Clutch defender is also a new badge, real good badge. Boosts defensive abilities during clutch situations. It works just like clutch shooter. So even if it's a late game and you guys are winning and it's not a close game, it's going to kick in just like clutch shooter would kick in. Intimidator Hall of Fame, man. I can't get Intimidator Hall of Fame on this build. You definitely need your blocks to be a 94 rating to be able to get Intimidator on Hall of Fame, which sucks, but it is what it is. Tyler's defender, depending on how many badges you got, I need to test the Tyler's defender out a little bit more as well. I was rocking it on Hall of Fame, and it kind of felt like that it was working out for me, but I had switched it up, split up my badges when chase down silver and heart crusher silver. Ankle braces, just like I was talking about the ankle breaker badge, man. You definitely need ankle breakers. You play against somebody with ankle breaker, or they got the ankle breaker shots take over, bro, you're definitely going to need this badge. But this badge is situational. You're not always going to be playing against somebody that's spamming ankle breakers and spamming ankle breaker animation. So it's like, if you put this badge on and you go on a 10-game win streak and you don't play against anybody that's, well, let's say you don't put this badge on and you go on a 10-game win streak and you never get your ankles taken, it's like, yeah, you really don't need this badge. It's really situational depending on how many badge upgrades you have. So I haven't been really rocking ankle braces because I don't play against too many people who's trying to spam ankle breakers, and at the same time, everybody ain't out here nice like that, you feel me? Now, pick dodger, I really haven't been testing that out, and quite surprisingly, a lot of people have not been trying to use screens like that. Out of my 300 plus games played, a lot of people have been trying to isolate and stay away from using screens, and ultimately I like that. So I've really been testing out pick dodger, but I feel like pick dodger is the usual, bronze, silver, Hall of Fame, or gold just does not work. I might test it on Hall of Fame since I'm able to get Hall of Fame pick dodger on my build, versus in previous years you wasn't able to get pick dodger Hall of Fame on a guard. So I might test it out depending on if I run into more screen users, but I haven't been running into a lot of screen users. Now, rebound chaser is real good. I was rocking rebound chaser on Hall of Fame and really rocking like this. I think I was rocking like this for a little bit. Rebound chaser on Hall of Fame is really good depending on what your rebound rating is. Mine is like an 88 or 89, pushing 90. So I'd be out there horsing centers with this badge on. Even with it on silver, I'd be horsing Caesar. Sometimes I might rock like this too, or rock like this. What I have like that. I had, like I said, I had to pick dodger on bronze, but it's like I wasn't running into too many people using screens, so I took it off. Like I said, this was what I really was rocking. So mandatory, clamps, intimidator, rim protector at least on bronze, chase down artist at least on bronze, clutch defender, I'll say it's up to you. It's a good badge to use in late game situations. Tyler's defender, I feel like it's 50-50. I still got to test it out a little bit more. Let me know how it works for you down low in the comments. I really don't use all ball pass too much because I know how to stay in between the passing lanes and not get killed when it comes to somebody trying to dex me on the off ball. Rebound chaser real good, hot stopper real good, box the usual. It's It's not prominent enough to put on, depending on. I say put box on in comp games. Like if you know you're about to play against somebody like hella nice or something, you know somebody that's just gonna snag up, I put that on. But I haven't been rocking it. Pogo stick, I'm pretty sure Pogo stick is still, you know what I'm saying, a good badge to use. I have not been rocking it. Worm and boxes, both situational rebounding badges. I wouldn't waste my upgrades on them unless I had almost pushing like 26, 30 defensive badges. Defensive leader, everybody's builds have defense, so this badge is kind of like useless now because everybody's build has defense. And then Trapper, I feel like it's for like 5v5, 3v3 games. But yeah, those are your defensive badges, you guys. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about the badges. And what's your favorite badges? What badges you're out there rocking? Any questions on badges? Talk to me down low in the comments. This is the best badge. This is the best badge to use in NBA 2K21 next gen currently right now as of November 19th. So I hope you guys appreciate me going over the badges. Once again, I showed you guys my build. If you ain't seen the build video, 2-way scoring machine. Do not upgrade that. Hey, don't upgrade them steals on y'all builds, man. Do not upgrade them steals on y'all builds, bro. It is a waste. It is definitely a waste. You could probably have a 25 steal, it'd be crazy, bro, if you was able to get pickpocket with a 25 steal, bro, because you would definitely get way more steals with a 25 steal rating. As you see, I don't have pickpocket, so we didn't go over that badge, and I don't have interceptor because my steal rating is too low. But I appreciate y'all love and support here on the channel, man. Big 300K on the way. Let me know what your favorite badges is. Like I said, down low in the comments. Wildcats on top. Let me catch up with y'all on the next one. Y'all be easy, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm gone. One.